Hey, it's Ray Perry, founder and president of eManagement Academy, and today I want to explore the most important question you can ask when one of your employees screws up. And it's probably not the question you think. Let me ask, have you ever had a boss that chewed you out for doing something that was unreasonable in the first place? Or jumped down your throat for not doing something they were never clear about to begin with? Or how about this, ripped into you for something you were supposed to do, but they never provided you with any details? Now, if you're like most of us, the answers were yes, yes, and yes. Was this fair? Of course not. And when it happened, how motivated and inspired did you feel? How loyal and committed were you to this terrible boss? Now, what about your morale? I think you get the picture. Most important, as a boss, do you ever engage in this type of, let's call it what is, management malpractice? Do you automatically assume that if there is a problem, it's the fault of the direct report and not you as the manager or the supervisor? You see, talented managers and supervisors don't automatically assume the employee is at fault. What they do instead is habitually ask themselves a question whenever there's a performance issue. Now, asking this question is one of the things that separates great managers and great supervisors from everyone else. So what is this question? For the answer, let's take a look at this clip from one of our online management courses. The key question is simply this: when there is underperformance, and remember, you're holding somebody accountable for underperformance when they don't come to you and let you know ahead of time. So that's what proactive accountability is. Before you begin to address that with the employee, before you begin to talk to that employee and hold that employee accountable, I want you to ask yourself, I want you to develop the habit of asking yourself this important question: were the expectations for this direct report clear, understood, and reasonable? Now, if your answer to that question is no, what do you need to do? Do you need to hold the person accountable? I don't think so. What you need to do, I'm sure you would agree, is to do something with those expectations to make sure that they are clear, understood, and reasonable, and then go from there. As we've been saying throughout this program, it all starts with expectation clarity. If I'm one of your direct reports and I don't have a clear understanding and it's not reasonable in terms of my routine job responsibilities, maybe some are, but some aren't. If project work that you assign me is not clear, I don't understand it, it's not reasonable. If policies and procedures that you want me to follow are not clear, understandable, and reasonable. If the behavior that you want me to engage in, you guessed it, not clear, not understood, not reasonable, then you can't hold me accountable. I mean, you can, but that is so unfair to a direct report. By the way, are you a direct report? Absolutely. You have a boss, most likely. Even if you are the president of the company, you're going to be responsible to your customers or to the board of directors. The point is, isn't it unfair? Don't you think it's unfair when someone expects something from you and you're not sure of that expectation? The answer is, of course. Now, if the answer to the question is yes, so the expectations did follow those three criteria, they were clear, they were understood, they were reasonable, then it's time to hold that person accountable for underperformance. So, do you consistently ask yourself this one powerfully simple question? Do you do it before assuming your direct report was at fault? Now, if you do, I got to tell you, perfect. You're doing something that really sets you apart as a manager, as a supervisor. But if you haven't yet developed this habit, what are you waiting for? You see, this one small but incredibly important change will not only make you a much better boss, because it will, but it will have a dramatic effect on your management sanity and your management success. So let me ask, did you like the content of this video? And do you want to learn additional strategies that will give you greater control, confidence, and probably just as important, greater credibility with your staff, your colleagues, and the people you work for? Now, just as important to that, would you like to figure out how to spend less time babysitting your employees so you can spend more time working on your own projects, on your own priorities. If you do, I invite you to click on the link to continue the conversation by signing up for a complimentary, yes, that means free, 1-hour online on-demand management course called Excellence in Management: Driving Results Without Driving Your Team Crazy. Now here's the best part. The 1-hour course is divided into 4 bite-sized lessons, so it's doable even with your hectic schedule. And because it's online and on demand, you can watch it anytime and in any place that has a high-speed connection. In fact, the first lesson is only 10 minutes. By the way, if you know somebody who would benefit from this video and the free management course, let them know about it by clicking on one of the share buttons. So, thanks for watching, and I look forward to continuing our work together.